think learning a language changes you in ways that people don't talk about. Hello and welcome to a new episode of my English podcast series. Today we will talk about why learning a language changes you and how. As a person who speaks 3 languages, Turkish, English, and French, I can feel some changes in myself and I would like to talk about them. So the first thing that happens is I think you get a different personality in each language you speak. For example, when I'm speaking Turkish, I tend to make a lot of jokes. I am more descriptive, and when speaking English, my teacher mode turns on. I like explain things a lot. I feel a lot more comfortable with my emotions when speaking English. I don't know. I have always expressed my emotions and my thoughts in English, not in Turkish, although Turkish is my native language. I don't know. I always express myself in English for some reason. Or when I'm speaking French, since I still am learning French, I am overly rational. I can't really express my emotions with French that much, so I tend to be really rational, etc., etc. So different languages add different personalities to you, and I find this fascinating, absolutely fascinating. Some emotions are easier to explain in a language. I think that's why I feel more at ease with English when speaking English. I don't know, it may be because each language has its own personality too. Like it has its own rhythm, own words, own expressions. Like I think languages have personalities, to be honest. And that may be another reason why our personalities change while speaking in a different language. Another thing, and this is a beautiful thing, it gives you confidence and it allows you to communicate. Learning different languages. Learning French gave me so much confidence because now there is a wider population of people I can talk to. Now there's a wider range of people I can communicate with, and that is beautiful. Also, just the fact that I can speak 3 languages, even one of them being a little less than the others, is just so much of a confidence-inducing thing for me. Like, I can just go up to someone and say, bonjour, hello, merhaba, and, I can do that. Confidence doesn't come like that. It takes some time. At first, when I was learning French, I was very afraid of making mistakes, and I was so afraid of making mistakes to a point where I couldn't get myself to speak French. But as I practiced and as I used more French, I could see my confidence coming to me, and that was also really beautiful. Because once you are confident in yourself, there is no limits to the things you can do. And realizing that mistakes are part of learning makes it a little bit easier. It helps you a little. So when you realize that, yes, I make mistakes, but I make mistakes only to fix them, only to learn the correct version of what I said, of what I did, of what I wrote. Mistakes are a way to learn. And this is not just for languages, it is a general thing. English also changed the way I consume information and content. A lot of articles, scientific articles, are in English. And like when I want to learn about technology, when I want to learn about something I'm interested in, linguistics, for example, searching in English has helped me a lot. And yeah, I could find some articles in Turkish or French maybe, but would they be as much as the content I would be able to find in English? I don't think so. As you learn a language, you discover more music, more games, more activities, and more communities, which is absolutely amazing. Like, the limits just disappear, as I said, and it is a beautiful thing. Like, thanks to me speaking English, I can play any game I want, basically, and I understand. I can consume a lot of content in a lot of areas, a lot of fields, and yeah. And another beautiful thing is sometimes you'll learn a language from being in a fandom or from video games, and that is one of the most natural ways to learn a language, because basically you expose yourself to it, you see the living sides, the alive persona of a language, and yeah, it is really a big opportunity if you can do it. Listening to music in French or watching videos in French really helped my pronunciation skills and listening skills, and it allowed me to see the world from a different perspective. Speaking of perspective, a new language gives you a new perspective. For example, to say I miss you in French, you say tu me manques. Tu me manques. It means you left me incomplete. And wow, that's romantic. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you see different perspectives when you want to say different things in a language. It gives you this whole new world and a whole new system. Yes, it is hard to adjust to it, but once you adjust to it, it is one of the most beautiful experiences you can ever have in your life. You start understanding different cultures better. Learning a language also helps with empathy. You know, you can be real empathetic when you learn a language, because learning a language is not just about learning grammar or vocabulary or how to write, how to listen. It's also about trying to understand people, trying to communicate with them. So this effort gives you a beautiful skill, empathy, because you try to understand what the other person says, and you try to guess what they're feeling if you don't know what they're saying, for example. You are trying to feel their feelings in their sentence, and that gives you empathy. So you can see that a lot of people who knows a lot of languages or more than 2 languages, they are really empathetic people. You might have noticed that. For me, English and French changed my life in many ways. Yeah, again, how I consume content, how I consume information, how I am speaking with people, the way I'm thinking, and it changed a lot of things, and actually it helped me with school too. For instance, when I was in high school, especially in chemistry or biology or maybe physics, there were a lot of words that were derived from English language to Turkish. And since I knew what they meant in English, I could easily memorize the words, and not just memorize them, but understand them, understand what they mean, see what they mean. You know, I could see what they mean, and this helped me a lot during high school. All of these things are definitely why I love learning languages and linguistics so much, because they are more than just words. They are a living thing. They live, they evolve, they grow. And I find this really beautiful. The benefits of learning a language and the way it helps you. These are really beautiful things, and I adore this. I adore this so much. Languages change the way we connect with the world, and this connection teaches us many things that we wouldn't be able to learn otherwise. This podcast is unfortunately coming to an end. Thank you so much for listening to it or watching this video. If you liked this video, don't forget to like it. And if you didn't like it, well, leave a dislike, I guess. Subscribe to my channel for more English content and turn on the notifications so you can always be in touch with me. And please send this video to a friend who might find it helpful. This really helps me also. With that being said, I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!